Hello, English 4 remediation students. Let's take a look at the short story, Old Man at the Bridge, and the essay that you need to do for it. Okay. You'll notice that there's some themes that run through the short story. We have lots of dusty images, like this right here. Deep dust. Okay. And different types of dusty clothes up here, etc. So the word dust is used many times. That's a theme, dust. And so if we look at the prompt, we look at the themes on the prompt. And we'll notice that we have life, death, dust, old age, war, animals/pets, politics, mental health, alienation, commitment, morality, selfishness, change, anxiety, and fear. Okay, so why is anxiety and fear in here? Well, it's an anxious situation reading the short story because the old man is sitting on the bridge and he won't move as the war is approaching. So it's about to go down with this war in this city, and he's not moving. And so the narrator sees this old man and says, "What are you doing? Like, you need to get out of here." And so that creates anxiety in the reader and fear, perhaps. Okay? And of course, anytime you have a bridge in any kind of story, it's a bridge between this and this, right? It's between perhaps life and death. Or if you want to think in a more optimistic viewpoint, the bridge between life and afterlife. And so it appears as though the old man is just going to stay there, even with the artillery coming. And of course, knowing that he's probably going to die there, that brings into all these ideas of life and death. So for this assignment, you're going to choose two of the themes and then analyze them. This document will take you through exactly what you're supposed to do. But what you actually will submit will be a typical essay in paragraph form. This is kind of like a pre-writing outline for you guys. So you might choose dust and death as your themes, or dust and life, right? So dust, why would dust make us think of death? Well, an old Catholic saying on Ash Wednesday, as they put the ashes on your forehead, they say, "Remember you are dust, and to dust you shall return." So perhaps that's why Ernest Hemingway chose to use so many dusty images, as it's pretty clear to the reader that the man's going to die. Okay? So you could do the bridge and dust. You could do life and dust. You could do old age and the pets, his animals that he's worried about. He's worried about the animals, you'll notice, but he's not worried about himself. So you can choose any of these two themes, and essentially the essay sets itself up so that you have an introduction and a three-part body. The first body paragraph will be about the first theme, and you'll use evidence from the text to show that that theme exists. The second body paragraph will be your second theme, evidence from the text that shows it exists. Cited evidence, right? And then the third body paragraph will be about how these two themes interact and then build on one another to produce a complex account. So that's where you have to take that idea of combining those two themes that interact with each other to create a bigger meaning. So perhaps, you can choose any two, dust and death, right? Remember, you are to dust, and to dust you shall return. You could go with that angle. You could go with the angle of mental health. That why would any person stay on the bridge as the war is approaching? Okay? You could go with the whole thing with anxiety. Okay? It's mentioned at the end of the story that Easter Sunday is the day that the story takes place. So there's symbolism there as well. So you can choose any two themes and just show how they interact with each other and build on one another to create a complex account. And then, of course, you'll have a concluding paragraph as well. And that's it. So if you have any questions, you're welcome to email me, kenny.shields@boone.kyschools.us. Otherwise, good luck with the essay, and make sure you take care of all the different assignments in the literary analysis section.